The diner smelled like burnt coffee and regret. That cheap kind of grease that clings to your clothes, like a bad memory you can't wash out. My hands wrapped around a chipped mug, steam curling between my fingers as I stared across the booth. Her. 5 years since I'd seen that face. My wife. My betrayer. She froze mid-step, eyes wide, mouth parting like she might speak my name. But I wasn't ready to hear her voice. Not yet. Not after everything she'd done. Back then, I was still the trusting kind. The kind who believed love meant safety. We had a little house in Portland, creaky floors, mismatched mugs, laughter echoing off the walls. She'd make fun of my late nights grading essays, kiss the ink off my fingers, promise we'd grow old together. Her name was Emily. Auburn hair. Sharp smile. A mind that could cut glass. For 3 years, I thought we were solid. Then came the small fractures, messages that disappeared too fast, late nights that stretched too long, a trace of cologne that wasn't mine. I noticed it all, but love makes you stupid. You tell yourself doubt is betrayal, that trust means closing your eyes. Then came the text. Her phone lit up on the counter. Meet me at 8. Same place. No name. Just a number. I told myself it was a client, some legal thing. She worked at a law firm, the hours were long. I didn't ask questions. I just watched. And the more I watched, the more her stories unraveled. Then came the night that broke me. Rain hammering the windows like the sky wanted to wash the city clean. She said she was prepping for a deposition. Wouldn't be home till midnight. But something in my gut twisted when I saw her car parked downtown. Not near the office, outside a bar. I sat in my truck, watching through the rain-streaked glass. The neon flickered red and blue, blurring around her as she laughed. Her hand on another man's arm. Their faces too close. Their bodies angled like gravity pulled them together. I didn't go in. Didn't need to. The truth hit harder than any confession could. I drove home in silence. Sat on the floor under our wedding photo, staring at 2 strangers smiling in better light. I didn't cry. Didn't rage. Just emptied out. I didn't confront her. I didn't want excuses or tears. I wanted control. Her lover's name was Mark, one of her co-workers. Smug, ambitious, predictable. I found the emails, the messages, the photos. She hadn't even bothered changing her password, still the same one from when we were dating. Trust. The irony wasn't lost on me. My revenge wasn't about noise. It was about precision. I drained our joint account, not all of it, just enough to sting. Enough to make her question what she'd lost. I left her car keys on the counter, her scarf folded beside a single note. I know. Then I vanished. Quit my job. Sold my truck. Left Portland behind without a trace. No forwarding address, no goodbye. I wanted her to wake up to an empty house, to feel what I'd felt, hollow and cold. For 5 years, I rebuilt. New name. New town. A history teacher in rural Montana, teaching kids who couldn't care less about the past, maybe because I was trying to forget mine. I grew a beard. Stopped answering questions. Became someone Emily wouldn't recognize. But I never really outran her. You don't outrun ghosts, especially when they live inside you. And now, here she was, sitting across from me again. Her hair shorter, her face older, but still hers. Still Emily. She hesitated, then walked toward my booth. My pulse spiked. My palms burned against the mug. James. Her voice was soft. Fragile. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. I didn't answer. Just stared. Let the silence do the talking. Why are you here, Emily? My voice came out steady, colder than I felt. I didn't mean for it to happen, she said, sliding into the booth uninvited. Her eyes were wet. Mark was a mistake. I was lost, James. I tried to find you, to explain, but you were gone. Explain? I laughed, low and bitter. You think words fix that? She flinched. I know I hurt you. I hate myself for it. But I loved you. I still don't. I cut her off, sharp as glass. You don't get to say that. She swallowed hard, nodding like she deserved it. For a moment, I almost saw the woman I'd married. The one who laughed in the morning light. But then I remembered the bar, the text, the note. The man I became because of her. Then she said it, the line that cracked the stillness. I'm getting married. The words hit harder than her betrayal ever did. To someone else, she added quickly. Not Mark. I just needed you to know. I thought you were dead. I leaned back. The air thickened. Married. She'd rebuilt her life while I'd spent 5 years hiding from mine. Good for you, I said. My tone flat. Why tell me? Her eyes glistened. Because I needed to say I'm sorry. I needed to know you're okay. I wasn't. Not then. Not now. But I wouldn't give her that piece of me again. I'm fine. I stood up. Don't come looking for me again. The bell above the diner door jingled as I walked out. A clean, sharp sound that sliced through the air like an ending. I didn't look back. I didn't need to. The real twist wasn't her showing up. It was realizing I'd been running from myself all along. She'd betrayed me once. But I'd betrayed myself for 5 years, by letting her define who I was. I left her in that diner, sitting in the wreckage of what we'd both destroyed. This time, the ghost she saw walking out the door wasn't hers. It was mine.